Well, this was a quick one in and out of the shop and not as extreme as we normally do. This is Jeff's final edition 2024 392, of course. It's another one. This one got a lot of kind of different things and some overlanding touches and things like that. So to start with, it is a final edition XR 392. So factory flares, factory 456 gears, has the wider factory beadlock available rims on it. So we went ahead and put 37-inch Nitto trail grapplers on it, and then 3.5-inch coils front and rear with the 2.5-inch Fox shocks with the high-speed and low-speed clickers right there on the factory front bumper. While you're down there, you can see we added our WFO track bar and our track bar brace, but the suspension isn't too crazy, just really nice shocks, 3.5 inches of lift, and fit in the 37s, and we feel that the factory 456s are just going to perform even better with the 37s on this. So final edition comes with the factory front bumper with the factory hoop bolted on with the winch sunk in already. We went ahead and added the Baja Designs LP4s and then Squadron Pros right in here, hook up to the factory fog lights. While you're up here, you see the Factor 55 Ultra Hook with the custom 392 gold powder coat to match the hooks, so it looks really nice on these 392s. As you're underneath here, you can see we ran our 2-inch 70-75 heavy-duty tie rod with a Fox steering stabilizer tucked way up over there. And then also on the knuckles, we went with the Gatekeeper off-road brackets with the Baja Designs Amber S1s as well. So they steer while you're driving at night, and basically like a rock light that points you in the right direction. So it's kind of a factory style build, but in the direction of overlanding. So they wanted to get out on the trails, have a bunch of fun, kind of see the scenery of California and other states. So here's where it gets a little different. On the back of this Jeep, we have a Dometic 12-volt ice chest, and then our black ice chest rack, powder coated black, that actually bolts to the spare tire mount. So at any given time, 3 lug nuts, the ice chest comes off. These are water Rotopack water containers, both sides. You know, I don't want to tell you, but we could put gasoline in there as well, pour them really nice. Open up the tailgate here, and you can see we wired the 12-volt for the fridge right here behind, wired into the fridge. The fridge is actually bolted down to the rack, so there's no straps needed. It actually bolts from underneath right into the bottom of the fridge to hold it on there. While you're looking on the back there, you can see the sorry about that. It's a factory air compressor that comes with the final edition. It happens to be behind the spare tire mount on these final editions, so it kind of limits you to changing and going to like license plate deletes and stuff like that. So that's why we went with this bolt-on ice chest rack, and they did want the option of just putting their other 37-inch tire back on as a spare if they were going on a long trip. So really simple to pull the ice chest and the 2 gas can mounts off, put the factory spare tire back on with the 37 we put on it, and down the road. Underneath here you can see some backup lights we put in the factory bumper. Those are the Oracle backup lights. And then while you're looking right there on the corner, you can see those flush mount Oracle smoked tail lights as well, with backup lights in them. So when you put this in reverse, it lights up really nice. On the inside here, in the Thoughts of Overlanding, on the back here we have the American Adventure Labs fold down table, and then we also have the light here. And one thing we did that is kind of a pain in the ass, but we figured it out, is the table doesn't really work with the aftermarket air compressor, and this is the start stop button and the gauge for the aftermarket air compressor. So we modified the inside, modified the American Adventure Labs fold down table to work with the factory air compressor that comes in the final edition. So that was kind of cool. As far as the inside goes, We have our black powder coated cargo rack in standard location. So this thing, obviously the theme is black on black on black. Everything goes together. Comes with the rubber mat in there that we added. And then for the side mounts here, these are the XG cargo packs. You lots of options of putting different utensils in here. Zippers, opening and closing, easy to get in. And they're in a spot that you don't usually use in your vehicle. So a lot of storage available there, to go in the direction of the overlanding style on this thing. So the idea was to take this thing overlanding, have some of the amenities, but at the same time be kind of a sleeper and just look like a standard Jeep. So I think we accomplished that for sure. Factory drivelines, factory exhaust. These are the final edition rock sliders right there. And then as you peek in, you see right there on the console, a Midland GMRS radio that goes in there. Pretty easy mount, small, right on the side of the console there. And then simple UHF antenna right there for that radio. So a lot of stuff going on, but very simplistic. So, when you look at this thing, it just looks like your average Jeep. You don't even really notice that it has the 3.5-inch lift and that's running 37s. But it's definitely capable, ready to go. Can't wait for them to go out and have some fun in this thing, and a simple little sleeper with actually a lot of stuff going on. So another 392 in and out, on to the next one.